What we measure, we can improve. That's how, as a coach or an English teacher, I find the best ways to help my learners succeed. Things can get tough, and improving isn't easy. The key is to assess the progress they are making, to know what they can do, so I can give feedback that will help build their confidence and keep them motivated. With Cambridge, assessment is integrated with learning, helping me measure and guide my learners' progress, so they learn what they need to succeed. To get the most from every moment, to help their worlds grow. Because Cambridge is where your world grows.
Hi, teachers. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining and taking the time to take this session. Okay. Oh, I raised my hand. I don't know. I think you just raise it. You have your hand raised. I think just, but well, it's fine. Okay. All right. There you go. Thanks. Thanks for joining, teachers. Please let us know in the chat where you are based right now. Okay. If you are joining from Mexico, where in Mexico are you joining from? Which city, which state in Mexico? Okay. Just to have an idea, okay, of where you are. Um, thanks very much. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I can see teachers from San Luis Potosí, Guadalajara, Metepec, Mexico State. Okay, Guadalajara, Querétaro. Great, nice. Do we have any? Oh, yes, I can see some teachers joining from Dominican Republic. Great. Thank you for joining, teachers. Okay. Tecamac, Mexico State. Great. Nice. Love it. So let's get started, teachers, with this session today. Welcome again to your Start with Cambridge session. Okay. We are here, well, on behalf of Cambridge team. Well, we are here to support you from day one. Today, well, learning about the resources, the resources available for the series of Prepare Second Edition. Okay, so before we get started, remember this session is being recorded right now, and you will have access to the recording link of this exact session, um, after 5 working days tops. Okay, I'm sure it should be before that, but well, maximum up to 5 days tops. You should be able to receive your the recorded link to this session. All right. And well, also teachers, throughout this session, and particularly, well, actually in the next slide, and by the end of the session, I will request you to use your smartphone if you have it with you right now. To use your smartphone to scan a couple of QR codes I will be sharing. Also, my colleague Josadak from marketing will be sharing in the comments the exact same links to the ones that I will be sharing with the QR codes. Okay, so you can use either option, your QR code scanner, or you can go to the link in the comments section. Okay, so either option will be there. Remember, by the end of the session, you have the opportunity to register to get your certificate of attendance to this workshop. Okay, if you do not register to that website, to that link, you will not receive your certificate. So please make sure you do it by the end of this session. All right, so let's get started. Just a quick note, okay, before we start. This is just a quick invitation for you to check out the podcast from Cambridge with the name of Grow. Maybe you have heard of this one, maybe not. But well, what can you find in this podcast? You are going to find teachers from all around the world, including Mexican teachers, of course, okay? Sharing experiences in ELT, like activities, tips and strategies to use in classrooms, okay, that have been useful for them. So hopefully you can also benefit from checking these out. So you can access it through Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, so pretty much any platform, okay? So make sure you go ahead and check it out. after this session, not right now, after the session, okay? There you go. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Kevin Carrion Telles. I'm a professional learning and development consultant for Cambridge University Press and Assessment. And well, I'm very happy to be with you today, teachers. Okay. We are going to start with Prepare Second Edition. Prepare Second Edition. All right. Okay. Yeah, let's get started. Agenda for today. Okay, so of course we're going to mention a quick overview on Prepare Second Edition, what it is. Okay, we're going to go a bit more in detail on what this series offers and well brings to the classroom. We'll go through the components, which are pretty much like a quick slide. Okay, no big deal, or not many notes on components. Okay, and we're going to do a quick unit walkthrough. Okay, a unit walkthrough. And finally, well, we're going to finish up with the moments of registering to get your certificate, and actually another link for you to do a survey to give feedback to our team, to Cambridge team. Okay, so well, those will be the last few slides. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with what Prepare Second Edition is. Okay, there you go. Yes. Okay, first of all, well, something we want to point out right away is that Prepare Second Edition is what we call a double purpose book. Double purpose book. Okay. The first purpose of this book is, as we can see, the the preparation for Cambridge examinations. Okay, we are going to find the official exam preparation for Cambridge exams. Okay, which exams are we going to find preparation for? We have for A2 Key for schools, B1 preliminary for schools, B2 first for schools, and C1 advanced. Okay, for those 4 certifications, we are going to find official exam preparation in these books. Okay, so that is the first purpose we have in the book. The second purpose, the second purpose is pretty much the development of language skills of your students, okay? Like English language skills of your students. So both purposes, the development of the language and the assessment. Well, the preparation for exams from Cambridge exams. Okay, so remember 2 purposes. 2 purposes, preparation and the development of language. All right, remember those 2. Okay, again, part of the overview, of the quick overview of Prepare Second Edition, okay? We can see, well, who is this series intended for? Okay, it's intended for young adults and adult students, okay? Young adults and adult students. The type of English we're going to find in this series is American English, American English. All right, and now, how many levels, as we can see in this picture, how many books, how many levels are we going to find in this series? We're going to find, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so 9 different levels. Okay, honestly, Prepare Second Edition is a very particular series that works in a very specific way. Okay, so we can see we have 9 different levels, 9 different books. Okay, remember that Prepare Second Edition has a specific approach in, well, we call it a 2-book approach to each exam level. Okay, so 2 books or 2 different levels will be focused on developing one particular, let's say, level. Yeah, to focus on one particular level. So, for example, if we go to the right, starting from right to left, yes, all the way right, we have the level 1, which is, according to the Common European Framework Reference, it covers A1 level. Okay. That's the only one that is only 1 book, okay? 1 book approach only in level 1. That is level A1, okay? According to the CEFR. Then we have levels 2 and 3, 2 and 3. If we notice, both of them cover levels A2 Okay. However, the first book, we call it pre-exam level. Okay. That means this first level, the level two, will develop the language of the students for them to get or to reach like an A2 level. All right. And then in the level three, which is the second A2 book, we call it exam level books. Okay. Why? Well, because they are going to have, in this level three, we are going to have the official exam preparation for A2 Key for Schools certification. Okay, so just to recap, remember, two book approach. The first book, which is, what is the name of the first book, teachers? Pre-exam level book. Okay, pre-exam level book. This one develops the language of the student. The second level is exam level book. This one kind of consolidates the level of the student, yes, but it also offers the exam preparation for that particular certification. In this case, A2 Key for schools. Okay, so we are going to find it like this: pre-exam level book, exam level book, pre-exam level book, exam level book. Okay, so pre-exam, and so on. Okay, so level four, what is it? Is it pre-exam level book or exam level book? Ah, oh, sorry, I just went back. Give me 1 second, 1 second. I'm so sorry. Yes. Going back, yes, to my question, we have in levels four and five, okay, well, particularly level four, what is the name that we would give this book? Is it pre-exam level book or exam level book? I can see some comments in the chat. In the chat, sorry. Yes, of course, this is pre-exam level book. Okay, this is level four, B1 level, but pre-exam book. And of course, level five will be the exam level book with the, well, in order to consolidate the level of B1 and offer the official exam preparation with strategies, tips, and so on. Okay, and well, and so on. So we have levels 6 and 7. We have pre-exam level book, level 6, exam level book, level 7. And finally, levels 8 and 9, we have pre-exam level book for C1, and level 9 is the exam level book for C1 advanced certification. All right. There you go. Is it clear, teachers? Is it clear that two book approach that we are mentioning? Again, this is a very particular series. This is the only series that works this way. Okay, with this two book approach, so it's relevant to notice. Nice. Okay, I thank you for the feedback, teachers. Okay, all clear. It's perfect. Nice. Thank you very much. Great. Thank you very much, teacher Alondra. Yes. There you go. Thank you very much. Okay, thanks for that energy. Yes, there you go. Okay, now, all right. Yes, I was going to mention regarding the teaching hours. How many hours might you take to cover one single book? Okay, you might take somewhere around 70 hours, 70 hours. Okay, but you can extend this teaching hours up to 160 hours. Well, adding all the resources, the digital components we have, okay, in the series. So you can take this up to 160 hour per book, per level. All right. Okay, now something interesting again about this series of Prepare is the number of units. I mean, usually in other books we have 9 units, 10 units, 12 units. Okay, how many units can we find in Prepare Second Edition? We have 20 units, 20, which is again a bit unusual. All right, a bit unusual. That's it. Exactly. We find 20 units. Thank you, teachers, for sharing also. We have 20 units in each level. Now, there's a tricky question, okay? Tricky question for you, teachers. How many pages can you, yeah, how many pages do you have in every unit of the series? Yeah, tricky question, okay? But well, let's see if you remember, if you have noticed, okay? How many pages do we have in every unit? Okay, we have teacher Cesar Isai says 4. Teacher Risa says 2. Okay. Uh-huh. Who gives more? Okay, there. Actually, teacher Cesar has one part of the answer correct. Okay. You have In some units, you have 4 pages, 4 pages. In some other units, you have 6 pages. Sorry, 6 pages. Now, let me just point it out. Actually, I will leave it in the chat. Okay. So we have odd numbered units. Okay. In odd numbered units, that means unit 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Okay. There you go. In odd numbered units, you have, yeah, have four 4 pages per unit. 4 pages per unit in odd numbered, sorry, odd numbered unit. Oh, I forgot the word units, but well, I will repeat that. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, why isn't it working? 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Oh my God, this is not working. Okay, well, I think we get the idea. So in odd numbered units, we have 4 pages per unit. In even numbered units, we have 6 pages. Yeah, 6 pages per unit. Okay, nice. Yes. This is relevant because actually, I mean, we can notice a difference, okay? 4 to 6 pages. So we have 2 additional pages in even numbered units. Why? Okay. So we're going to mention it in a moment, okay? What can we find in those 2 extra pages? Yeah, we're going to mention it in a moment. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, so we talked about the number of books, the two-book approach we mentioned, the number of units, which is unusual, and the number of pages per unit, which is also unusual. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's move on. Yeah. All right. All right. Great. Yeah, let's continue. Okay, let's go with the third point. Well, what's it? Yeah, this is the second point, basically. What it brings to the classroom. Okay, what Prepare Second Edition brings to the classroom. Something, or I think one of the most important points in Prepare Second Edition is again the exam preparation. Okay, in in the book or in the series, we are going to find it as the exam journey. The exam journey. Okay, that's why I put it on the top left, like just the name for this section, the exam journey. All right, this is the exam preparation parts, the exam preparation lessons in the books. Okay, so oh, hang on. There you go. There you go. Yes. Let me see what we are mentioning here. Oh my goodness. 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Okay, well, this is just a quick reminder on the names that I gave to these books. Remember, the first level of well, the first book for one specific level, we call them pre-exam level books, and the second book, okay, the one with the official preparation, we call it exam level books. Okay, so well, two of these books in one same level. Now, uh, hang on. Well, yes, of course, the exam preparation lessons, of course, are intended to uh, to uh, well, to offer this familiarity, let's say, to the student, okay, regarding the exam style questions or the exam style activities they will be facing in the real certification, okay? So the more activities we cover in this stage of preparing for the exams, well, the better prepared, the more familiar, the more confident we will be whenever the students will sit these certifications. Okay, so it builds a lot of confidence of the students. Okay, again, part of this exam journey, we are going to find these sections. For example, let's take a look at this example. For example, this is unit 13 in level 5. All right, we have, for example, well, on the left, well, we have the unit opener, like this about you section that we're going to mention in a moment. Okay, we have vocabulary here, and in the next part, on the next page, page 77, we have a reading task. Of course, well, we have the reading task there, the text, and immediately there we are going to find these sections that have this signal that says prepare for the exam, and they will particularly state what part of the exam it is covering. Okay, in this case, we have reading part 3. Reading part 3. So, well, of course, the student and the teachers both are going to be really certain on which section of the exam they are going to be practicing in a specific lesson. All right, so this will also give us some confidence again for the moment when we need to sit the certification exam. I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. 1 second here, 1 second here. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to find it like this. Yep. So you will have again some strategies, of course, some exam-like exercises, tips. Okay. So well, everything we have it in these exam level books. Also, uh, regarding this point of the exam preparation, we have one of the most important resources available in the series of Prepare Second Edition. Again, focused on the exam preparation part. Okay. The name of this tool is Test and Train. Test and Train. Okay. Please, teachers, let me know in the chat box if you have ever used Test and Train, if you had heard of it before. Also, if you hadn't heard before of this Test and Train tool, if this is the first time you hear about this tool, also please let me know in the chat, just so we have like a general idea. Okay. Now, okay, teacher Anna Zamaron says no. Okay, so no idea, I guess that's it. I'd heard it before. Okay, teacher Rizia. Okay, then teacher Elvis says first time. Okay, first time for many of you, I can see. Okay, teacher Ana Laura Solis says it's my first time teaching with Cambridge. Okay, welcome, teacher Ana Laura to Cambridge Materials. Okay, I'm sure you will find uh, many resources to work with in your classes. Okay, so this is actually one. Again, this is Test and Train tool. Test and Train. What is? Yeah, the question is, what is Test and Train tool? This is a digital tool. Okay, this is not a book. This is not, nothing physical, nothing you can touch and so on. This is a digital component that offers two main things to teach to students. One, the first thing is it offers um, additional exercise, practice activities, of course, for exam preparation. Again, depending on the level and depending on the certification they are preparing for, it offers additional preparation for, additional exercises for a preparation for that particular certification. Okay, that's one. All right, but also it offers a full digital mock exam. Okay, I'm going to use the word mock exam, but the name we're going to find in the test is actually it's going to be a practice test. Yeah, let me, I think I have my slide here. Yes, you're going to find it like this. Okay, let me show it here. Again, going back to the first thing you're going to find in this Test and Train tool is Test and Train exam practice. Okay, these ones are only activities. Okay, to practice every single part of the certification. That goes in that particular book. Okay, so for example, you are going to find listening part one. Okay. Oh, and something important. You are going to find two activities to practice each part of the certification except for speaking. Okay, you're going to find only one activity to practice speaking, but the rest you're going to find two activities to practice each part of the certification. Okay, so again, listening part one, you're going to have two activities to practice listening part one. Okay, listening part two, you're going to find two activities to practice listening part two. Reading part one, again, two activities to practice reading part one, and so on. Okay, so one more time, two activities to practice each part of the certification, except for speaking, which is only one activity. All right, that's it. That's the practice. And the second test I was mentioning, or the second feature I was mentioning, is Test and Train online practice test. Careful with the wording there, because both names have the word practice, right? So we have Test and Train exam practice. Those are the exercises. Test and Train online practice test. That is the specific mock exam that we have in digital version. Okay, this is a digital mock exam. Something interesting about this test, the mock exam, is it has a time limit, okay? So for example, for listening exams, maybe they give you 45 minutes and you have only 45 minutes to cover all the parts of listening, okay? And it's only one try, okay? There's only one attempt to do this test, okay? You cannot do this twice, thrice, and so on, okay? So only one attempt in this practice test. So that's why, well, we usually recommend doing or going through the exam practice exercises like throughout the school year, of course, throughout the school year. And by the end of the school year, you might want to try and assign these practice tests, okay, the practice test. And well, the other one, the other one that you will see here is the test and train online practice test for speaking, which is the let's say the speaking part for the timed version of the mock exam that we mentioned. Okay, the speaking is like in this last part, but it's basically part of the same resource. Okay, so remember those two resources: exam practice and online practice test. Okay, those two you will find in the platform of Cambridge One. Okay, you will find this in Cambridge One platform. Okay, nice. This is test and train. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hang on. If I want to mention something else, do I want to mention something else? Oh, yes. Something important, teachers. Attention in this point. Something important to notice regarding the test and train exercises. The teacher is in charge or is responsible for assigning these exercises to students. All right. If the students, sorry, yeah, if the teacher doesn't assign these exercises, the students will not be able to do them on the Cambridge One platform. All right. So it is necessary for teachers to assign, to create these assignments. If you do not know how to create an assignment, okay, uh, I'm sorry, I am not going to go to that really quickly right now. Okay, I'm sure we will find a moment to explain in detail if this is the first time for you using the Cambridge One platform and so on. However, it's very easy. First, in general, you need to create your class. You will need a class for your group. Okay, when you create your class, you will have three tabs. Okay, you will find three tabs in the website. It says my classes, my library, my training. In my classes, there's a section that says assignments. Okay, so you go to assignments and there's a button that says create assignments. Okay, so well, in that section, you will see it says something like test and train. Okay, so, well, you will see both test and train exam practice or test and train practice test. Okay, so which one do you want to assign? You choose, and well, you select the exercises that you want to assign. Again, it is not complicated, but well, maybe if it's the first time or yeah, well, the first time, the first contact you have with Cambridge platform, you may need some help. All right. So first of all, maybe you can reach out to your coordinators, to your colleagues, okay, to check if somebody can explain really quickly how you can create assignments, okay? If not, well, we will find a moment for us to have a session, teachers, okay, on on Cambridge One platform is processes, right? That's it. Okay, so well, this is the part of test and train. Please leave in the comments, teachers, if you have any questions on this aspect of on this tool of test and train. Test and train. Any questions? Any problems? Oh, you know what? I forgot something really, really important. I think I skipped it at the beginning. I have a question for you. Do you have test and train tool available for all the levels in Prepare Second Edition, like the 9 levels in Prepare Second Edition? The answer is no. Okay, you do not have it available for all the levels. You only have them available for levels 3, 5, 7, and 9. All right. So for each of those 3, 5, 7, and 9, you will have test and train tool available. For levels 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 8, sorry, yes, you are not going to have test and train access. I'm so sorry. And well, remember, I mean, if the question is why not, okay, remember that the exam level books, or well, levels 3, 5, 7, and 9, those ones are the ones that include the official exam preparation. So well, that's why they included the test and train feature in those series. Well, in those books, yeah, in those levels. Um, okay, so one more time, let me ask any questions, teachers, any problems regarding the test and train tool, which is again one of the most important tools, or one of the most useful tools we're going to find in the series. Okay, there you go. Okay, if no questions, I'm going to move on to the next important point, again, to consider that we have in Prepare Second Edition. This is not exactly a tool. This is more like, let's call it like a pillar, okay? It is not, I mean, we do not give the official name of pillar, but it's somehow what informs some aspects of the series of Prepare Second Edition. This is what we call the corpus, the Cambridge English corpus. Okay, I'm not sure if you have seen this logo in your Prepare Second Edition that looks like an eye. Okay, there you go. And it says Cambridge English Corpus. There you go. So the question is, what is the Cambridge English Corpus? Okay, teachers in the chat, please let me know if you know what what Cambridge English Corpus is. If this is the first time you hear about this, I am sure that a teacher, who was it? Who was it? Let me see. Teacher Ana Laura Solis may be the first time you hear about Cambridge English Corpus, teacher. Okay, so this is relevant to you. Okay, there you go. So the question is, what is the Cambridge English Corpus? Okay, so I can now see a dictionary, not exactly, not exactly. Exactly. I think teacher Rizia has a clear idea of what it is. Okay. Uh, yes, exactly. It's basically a database. Okay. This is a collection of around 5 million common mistakes that English learners have made throughout the years. Okay. And what is the intention of having this database? Well, basically, the intention is to try and offer uh, moments of clarification of those particular common mistakes. Okay, so for example, one common mistake can be something about the use of can, like the auxiliary verb can, with the word to. Okay, I mean, usually learners tend to make the mistake of adding the particle to. Again, the particle to the modal verb can. Okay, so for example, I can to swim. There you go. Or I can to do something. All right, that's it. So that is a very common mistake. So in the book, we are going to find boxes. Okay, informed by the Cambridge English Corpus. Again, focusing on clarifying and clearing those common mistakes in your students. So you will have this box that says, remember that can doesn't need the word to. Okay, so this sentence is incorrect. For example, I can't to swim. This is incorrect. And the correct version is I can swim, for example. Okay, so that is what we are going to find in the series of Prepare Second Edition regarding this database, this collection of mistakes that we call Cambridge English Corpus. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Okay, now this is basically, or somehow this can be like the second pillar, or maybe the third one, if we consider exam preparation number one, a Cambridge English Corpus second pillar, and third pillar Cambridge Life competencies. Okay, this is the third pillar that we have in the series of Prepare Second Edition. Okay. Um, Maybe again, this might be the first time you hear about this framework. This is a complete framework we have developed at Cambridge. Okay, basically, this is the Cambridge version of 21st century skills. Okay, or maybe the Cambridge version of habilidades blandas, right? As we say, as we call them in Spanish. So, uh, question for you teachers one more time. This is a test for you teachers. Okay, how many competencies, how many skills do we have in this framework of Cambridge Life Competencies Framework? Okay, can you remember the number of skills we have in this framework? Okay, if you do remember, please leave a number in the chat. If you remember some of the competencies, please leave them there. Okay, just to check out really quickly. Okay, do you remember any of the competencies that we have in this framework? Okay, Teacher Rizia is giving all the correct answers today. Yes, absolutely. Teacher Rizia, congratulations there. There you go. It is seven main, seven main skills, seven main competencies in the framework. Okay. So I cannot see any examples. Okay, Teacher Rizia, I'm sure you have all seven right. Okay, so if you want to share one or two, that's perfect. Yeah, if not, it's fine. There you go. Yes, everybody supporting Rizia. Okay, like rooting for Rizia. That's it. Exactly, Teacher Rizia. That's one. Okay, so we have critical thinking. Okay, we have creative thinking. That's number two. Communication, collaboration, metacognition, which is this idea of learning to learn, this skill of learning to learn, social responsibilities, and emotional development. Okay, those are the seven uh, key competencies we have in the framework of Cambridge Life competencies. Exactly, I can see now some of them, right? Critical thinking, learning to learn, collaboration, exactly, okay? So we have those particular seven competencies that I am showing right now, actually, okay? So we have all of these in the framework of Cambridge Life Competencies Framework. Yes. Okay, now, um, why is it relevant to point this out? Okay, because actually in the section of projects, okay, in the projects, you are going to find that all the projects have a focus on, well, sorry, no, hang on. Not all the projects. I'm making a mistake here. Okay, give me one quick moment. Let me just, oh, yes, teacher Anna Zaban. Yes, I can go back. Yes, if you want to take a screenshot of this, of the framework of Cambridge Life competencies, of course. Yes, thank you very much. Maybe you can take a screenshot, teachers, and you can just share it in the chat here with us, just for everybody to have it, if possible. Yes. Okay, great. Nice. Uh-huh. There you go. Okay, great. Yes, thank you, teachers. Yes, absolutely. Okay, there. Please let me know, everybody, if we can move on. Teacher Jasmine, teacher Maria Alcázar, teacher Ana Zamarrón. Okay, yes, let me know. Okay, there you go. Nice. Okay, thank you very much, teachers. Okay. So I was saying we are going to find in the projects, okay, we're going to find a focus on life competencies, okay, but not in all the projects, not in all the projects, okay? Let me go back a bit here. Do you remember how many pages do we have in every unit of the series? Remember, sometimes we have 4, sometimes we have 6, okay? Uh, in odd numbered units, remember we said we have the 4 pages per unit. In even numbered units, we have 6 pages per unit, okay? Now, in those additional 2 pages, we are going to find, well, 2 things. We're going to find 2 things in those 2 additional pages, okay? I'm sorry. Yes. First, in only focusing on even numbered units, okay? The first, or yeah, in some of these units, you are going to find in the first lesson, let's say the first page of those additional 2, okay? The first page will be life competencies focus, okay? So I focus on life competencies, all right? Plus a project, okay? So you will have first a lesson on life competencies, and then there will be like an activity to, well, to focus on the project, okay? So it will be life competencies plus the project, okay? That is one, I mean, in one of the, in some of those even numbered units, you have life competencies plus the project. And in the other ones, in some other ones, again, in those even numbered units, some of them will have a focus on culture plus project. Okay. Give me one quick second. Yes, sorry, teachers. Okay, give me 1 second, 1 second. Aha. Okay, so I sent it to the chat here, teachers. I'm sorry I didn't point it in my slide here. Okay. In the unit walkthrough, we're going to see it, but it is not, like highlighted or something. Okay. But yes, we are going to find um, uh, again, let me just recap. In what units are we going to find a project? In odd numbered units or in even numbered units? We find projects. Starting with that. Okay. Uh-huh. Exactly, okay? Only in even numbered units, okay? So in odd numbered units, we do not have projects, all right? So if we have 20 units, how many projects do we have in the series, in each book? Sorry, in each book, in each level. Exactly, we have 10 projects, okay? We have 10 projects per level, per book, all right? Now, 5 of those projects are going to be with the focus of life competencies and the project, okay? And the other 5 will be culture and the project, okay? That's it, all right? So this is, remember, only in the even numbered units, okay? That's it. All right, is it clear, this part of the project parts in the series, teachers? Yes, is it kind of clear? Now you know you have 10 projects, 10 projects in one book. Okay, remember, not all the units have a project, only the even number units. And well, we alternate from life skills and project and culture plus the project. Okay, that's it. There you go. Okay, let's go through the components, which is actually a quick section here. Pretty much this is it. There you go. For teachers, of course, you have your teacher's book with your resource pack. Remember, okay, your resource pack is all the downloadable materials you have, worksheets. You can also find tests there. You can also find the mock test that I mentioned that you have in Test and Train. You can also download it from there in PDF. So well, you can download, or you can find all downloadable resources from there. You have our presentation plus, okay? And let me stop here really quickly. What is, teachers, this is a question for everyone, okay? Not only for teacher Rizia, okay? This is a question for everyone. What is the presentation plus tool, teachers? Okay, can anybody give like a short answer, short description? What is the presentation plus? Again, you can leave it in the chat, okay? In the chat box, please, okay? There you go, there you go. Hang on. Okay, teacher Pedro Oliva says for the grammar points. I'm not sure about that. Only the grammar? Okay. Teacher Julio Santos has an idea. Yes. Teacher Rizia. Yes. Very good. Exactly. Pretty much is, um, well, we say that the presentation plus is the most important tool for the teachers in the classroom. Why? Because again, with the help of a projector or with the help of a television and so on, you can project and you can present the books that you have available in the series. You can project the student's book, you can project workbook, you can project the teacher's book in digital form, okay? Pretty much you can project everything, all right, from there. And for example, if you are in the student's book, you can also play the videos that we have in the series, the audios that we have in the series. You can show answers to the activities in the on Presentation Plus, okay? So again, it is the most important tool for teachers in the classroom because you can do all of this in class. All right. Okay, okay. Oh, teacher Yasmin says I cannot play the videos. Let's see. Maybe there should be an issue with the let me see, what could be the issue? Because you should be able to, I mean, if you are on Presentation Plus, you should be able to project the videos, teachers. Okay. Again, maybe we can find a moment just to tackle and clarify, well, and clear those particular issues. Okay. But in general, you should be able to play the videos in Presentation Plus. Okay. Um, Teacher Ivan says, can I use it offline? Yes and no, teachers. Okay, yes and no, because yes, there's an option in on Cambridge One for you to download the desktop app of the Presentation Plus. Okay, so you can download the desktop app and you can use the Presentation Plus offline. Yes. However, this is very important. Uh, in order for you to start the Presentation Plus tool that you downloaded already to your device, you need, or the system will need to have Wi-Fi connection to start, to launch the tool. But after it launches, you do not need the Wi-Fi connection anymore. Okay. So let's say, is it offline? Yes, but well, just you need the Wi-Fi connection just to get it started. Okay, just to launch the tool. All right, there you go. Um, oh, I mean, if you already started the Presentation Plus and you are offline, if you do not have any Wi-Fi connection, yes, you should be able to project the videos, the audios, answers, everything. Okay, you should be able to project it offline. Okay, after it launches. Remember. Okay, okay. Oh, the app, you are going to find it on Cambridge One, teachers. You go to the platform of Cambridge One. There's a button on the top right corner, that says something about like download desktop app. I think if you go to there's a button that has your name, right? It should say, for example, Kevin Carrion, or it should say Ana Laura, right? Okay. You click on your name, and you will see different options there. You will see something that says my profile, I think, and there should be an option that says a download desktop app. Okay, so if you go to there, you can download the desktop app, and then you go, well, with the activation of the materials that you're going to use, for example, for Prepare Second Edition. Okay, yes, yes. Yeah, please. Well, this is just an invitation for you to check out that section of downloading the desktop app so that you have the Presentation Plus downloaded to your device. Okay, now, for Teachers Components, we also have the test generator, okay? I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but again, what is the test generator tool, teachers? Well, with this tool, you can create, okay? You can make, actually, you can find ready-made tests for every single unit. For the 20 units we have in the series, you have, well, in each book, you have a 1 unit test, all right? And if I'm not mistaken, you can also find review tests. Review tests. I cannot recall right now if it's every 3 units or maybe just half the units for the midterm review, and the other half of the units for the final version of sorry, for the final test. I cannot recall just now, but well, I'm pretty sure you can also get review tests. Okay, so again, this is an invitation to explore test generator tool. Okay, so that you can get ready-made exams. Okay, yeah, those are the components for teachers. Okay, and components for students. Well, we have students book, of course, in printed version, and also digital version. They also have access to digital version. And they also have a workbook. Again, they can have the workbook physical. They have the printed version of the workbook, and they can also see their online workbook, both. All right. So, well, those are pretty much the components for teachers and students. Now, okay, regarding the teacher support, well, this is just like a quick recap. Okay, quick recap here. Remember, you can access the all materials or resources online from any device, your smartphone, your tablet, your laptop computer, and so on. Okay, and you can have access to all these points I'm mentioning here, which are, for example, the class audio, the class video, okay, practice extra, test generator, train course materials, test and train, Presentation Plus, teacher resources, and well, the digital ebooks, right? Like for students book and for workbooks, and well, for teachers book as well. So you should be able to see all these resources in your device, any device you choose, whether it is a mobile phone or a smart or a laptop computer, you should see it. Okay, there's also a wide collection of worksheets. Okay, so you have different worksheets for vocabulary, for grammar, of course. Okay. Oh, something to point out, remember, is the teacher's book is full color. Okay, this is a full color teacher's book, and is interleaved. Okay, what is the meaning of interleaved? It means that you can see the exact same page of the student's book and the teacher's notes on the other page. Okay, so student's book, teacher's teacher's notes, let's say, okay? So maybe if you go to your classroom, you can only take your teacher's book with you, okay? You do not need to take both student's book and teacher's book, okay? You can only take the teacher's book with you into the classroom. Okay, okay. Let me see. We have a few comments here. Yes, yes. Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you, Josadak. All right. Okay, now let me check. Let me move on. Yeah, remember we have a collection of worksheets, okay, including vocabulary and grammar worksheets, as I was saying. We have literature worksheets, speaking worksheets, writing worksheets, and video worksheets, okay, to work with some video lessons, and also games worksheets, okay. There you go. So well, all these variety of worksheets. We're going to find it in the in Cambridge One platform. Right now, I'm not going to go really into those. Okay, this is just to notice or to point out that they exist. Okay, but again, we are going to find a moment for us to go through them. I'm going to go through this unit walkthrough. Remember, this is very quick since we only have 4 pages or 6 pages, depending on the unit. Okay, so let's take a look really, really quickly. Just 1 minute here. Okay, so first of all, on the left, we're going to start with this. All the units we are going to start with this section that says about you. Okay, so well, in this ones, of course, we are going to try and encourage our students uh, to share interests, to share something about themselves. Okay, so this is about them, about the student. All right, so tell us about something. For example, the question here in this example says, which sports do you play regularly? Which sports do you watch? And so on. Okay, so about the students, about you. Then, of course, well, after this, we're going to find vocabulary, in this case, about sports. Okay, we develop the vocabulary lesson. In the next page, we have reading section, okay, with a reading task. Uh, oh, by the way, even though this is not like, this is actually a pre-exam level book, we are going to find these, like these ticks, this tick icon, just mentioning that this one is an exam style activity, okay? Exam style activity throughout the units. Okay, yes. And well, we will end up with that talking point. Again, well, just a final group discussion, final group, a communicative activity. Okay, so talking points. Moving on, okay, to the next 2 pages, we have grammar lesson. Okay, we develop grammar lesson. Vocabulary, the second vocabulary section. All right. Then we have a listening and a speaking lessons, listening and speaking. With all the development of the lessons, of course. All right. Oh, just to point out, remember what is this? What is this symbol? This icon that we can see that is similar to an eye. Okay. Remember, this is the Cambridge English Corpus. So, well, this activity is informed by the Cambridge English Corpus that we mentioned previously. Okay. And well, if it was an odd numbered unit, well, it would only be 4 pages. Remember, 4 pages. If this one is an even numbered unit, you are going to find again life skills lesson, and then we have the project at the very end. Okay. So well, we have life skills. In this case, we have keeping fit. Okay, keeping fit topic. Okay. There you go. Now, yes, remember by the end of that same page, well, the page 29 in this case, you are going to have this suggestion on how to approach the project. In the teacher's book, you can have additional notes on how to approach, additional ideas on how to approach these projects, okay? Just for you to have, well, other additional ideas, yes? Okay, so this is in one unit, right? Remember, in other units, we might find culture plus a project. Okay, so we have the culture lesson on the left. In this case, this is social media. All right, and by the end of that lesson, we are going to have the project that or that we're going to that matches in some way that culture lesson. All right, so culture plus project. That's it. Remember, it alternates in some even numbered units. You have life skills. In some of the units, you have culture. All right. Yeah, culture focus. Yes, I'm going to skip this part. Oh, some of these lessons have video resources. So, well, you can also take the time to show them and project them in your class, of course. Okay. Oh, it's already a bit late now. So, well, I'm just going to move on really quickly, really quickly. Before we move on, teachers, before we finish, this is just a comment. Okay. Again, on Cambridge One, okay, you can also find this training program on teaching with Prepare. This one is for the first edition of Prepare, but in general, it can also be useful for teaching with Prepare second edition. Okay, you can also find it in Cambridge One platform. Remember, you go to your Cambridge One profile. You have your three tabs. Remember, my classes, my library, my training. You go to the third one. You go to my training. All right, and there you will see a number of courses, a number of tutorials, many training programs there. Okay, but there's one that is called Teaching with Prepare. So make sure you go ahead and check it out. Okay, the explanation of the resources there are more in detail, so it's very useful. Okay, for you to check it out. Please let me know in the chat, teachers, if you are willing, if you feel encouraged to check out this Teaching with Prepare second edition. Well, Teaching with Prepare, sorry. Sorry, yes, Teaching with Prepare. Oh, hang on. Yes, Teaching with Prepare training. Okay, which will be, I'm sure, very useful. Okay, nice. So, teachers, this we have reached the end, or well, we are reaching almost the end of this session. Uh, it has come. We have come to the moment of you getting your certificate of attendance for this session on Prepare Second Edition. Remember, you can use your smartphone to scan this QR code that I am showing, but also my colleague Josadak will be sharing in the comments the link, the direct link to registering to get your certificate. Remember, if you do not register, you do not get your certificate. Okay, so please go ahead and do it. Again, please allow us 5 or up to 5 working days, teachers, okay, for marketing team to send you your certificate, okay? But I am sure if you register correctly, right? If you register, you should receive this certificate like in much less time than 5 days, 5 working days. But well, just in case, up to 5 working days. If you do not receive your certificate after that time, please remember contact Cambridge English Mexico at cambridgeenglish.org. All right, please. Okay, please go ahead and register in that website. And finally, teachers, finally, just one last QR code. Okay, one last QR code, please. This one is for you to provide feedback to us. Okay, we love feedback, please. All right, so please help us. Also, my colleague Josadak will be sharing the link to this one, to the survey. Please help us leaving all your comments. Anything you would like to see in this well, in upcoming start with Cambridge sessions. All right, anything that you consider would be useful, okay, it can also be, we can also consider it useful as well. So please go ahead and leave your feedback answer in this survey, please. Yes. Oh, it says link and QR aren't working. Hang on. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, the link should work. There you go. I think I checked the QR code myself. Is working. There okay. Yes, teacher. Maybe if the maybe scanning with your smartphone one more time might also help, or maybe scanning with a different device could also be, or just accessing the link. Okay, that it also be working fine. Thank you very much, teacher Indira Cervantes, for the feedback. Yes, so the link is working fine. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. All right, so thank you very much, teachers. We have reached the end of this session. It was very nice being with you today. Thank you for all the energy, the participation. I hope that this session was useful for you to get to know a bit of the resources that you have available in the series of Prepare Second Edition. Okay, please leave a comment in the box. Okay, just like if you feel confident enough now to, or just a bit more confident, that works, to use your Prepare Second Edition materials in your upcoming school year. All right. So please leave a comment. Well, you also have the feedback survey. So, well, you can also do it there, but it's also nice to see it here. Thank you very much. I can see very confident. Okay. Thank you, teachers. Thank you. Very nice. So, thanks, teachers. It was very nice again. Okay. Um, so yes, we are closing now the session. We're closing the session in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, teachers. Bye-bye.